Hi guys, part 3, Tez Talks Q&A. Alright, this is from NLAM. What do you do / think about when you feel negative thoughts and toxic ways of thinking coming back? Okay. Yeah, let me think about this. This was me like 2 weeks ago. And I sat in the car and I was driving with my husband and I was like, I just feel weird. I don't feel depressed, but I feel depressed. I'm so sad. And he was like, let's talk about it. I was like, okay. And it was like this verbal diarrhea of, I'm worried about this and I'm thinking about this and my body feels like this and it was really quite beautiful because he didn't say anything. It's almost like a therapy session where like the therapist gets paid like $1,000 an hour and they sit there like, yeah, tell me more. Like, it's actually sometimes you just need a sounding board. You just need to verbal diarrhea out your feelings and have someone be like, yeah, that's really hard. That sounds really difficult. And he was asking me questions like, where do you feel that in your body? Why do you think you're feeling like that? And the cool thing about it was he wasn't trying to fix my issues. And I think I was really run down. I felt run down and tired, and I was starting to feel restless. I was like, I want to let's go do something. Let's travel here. Let's go here. Let's go back to Australia. And it was this unsettled feeling. And then that was an indication that I was off kilter. I was like, oh God, something's going on, a little bit imbalanced. And so what I did was I got home and I wrote out in dot points the things that were stressing me out and making me sad. And I dealt with each dot point. And so I think the first one was I was worried about a financial situation. And I really thought about it. I'm like, what's really the worst that can happen? Thought about what the worst that could happen is. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty crappy, but at least I'm healthy and my family's great and everyone's okay and I have a really good life. I'm a happy individual and I really try and be a good person and I'm passionate about all these things going on in my life and I love this thing that I was doing. Yesterday I had a great day. And I just remind myself of the rich quality of my life. And it's important because our lives can get really stressy and worrisome and hard and long. And then you're just on this, gosh, it's like a machine. Whereas you wake up, you do your routine, you do your thing, you go to bed, it's the next day. And then that day's gone forever. Then it's the next day, you wake up, you do your thing. And it can become really monotonous. And that's when I think some toxic thought patterns can come up. And I just now, really important that when they come up, sit in it and feel it. This feels really uncomfortable. Why does this feel uncomfortable? What has this stemmed from? Oh, I remember feeling this way when I was 10, 12, 8. This is an old feeling. This is what this is. This is an old feeling. It stemmed from something in my childhood. Let's get into that. And then sit in that painful feeling. And then slowly you'll start to feel that pain unravel. It's really interesting what happens. And it's purely a mental thing. But you have to do it on your own. You can't ever process it when you're in conversation with someone or when you've got kids running around or whatever. It's taking that time out, taking that space to go into a corner in your bedroom, wherever you want to go, and process the negative thoughts. Don't judge them. Please don't judge them. That is the worst thing you can possibly do. Just by taking the step to look at them and to have a little magnifying glass and go over all of them, even if it's painful, is the most beneficial thing you can do, because then you move through it. And always remember, this too shall pass. Just catch yourself in those little ways, those patterns of negative thinking, and just catch yourself, come back to the place, Be like, oh, that's really hard. That feels really difficult. You feel really scared right now. You know, sometimes I've even physically like touched my belly and been like, hi, little Tezzy, you're feeling really scared right now. You feel really neglected. Like, how can I help you? Like, I got you. We're in this together. Because a lot of the time, hi, babe. Yeah, I'm in the middle of my Tez Talks. Love you. Yeah, so I'll talk to like the little inner child and be like, I'm here with you. Don't worry. You're okay. You know, I got your back. Because, I mean, time and time again, any of our negative thoughts, our trauma, it's usually from age 0 to 17. Something happened during that period of time to make us have this insecure feeling or this vulnerability. And a lot of the time, if it's really, really painful, it's old. Hey, baby. Mark Webber. He's gone. I was going to have him tell you this really cool little saying that he says about past thinking, and something about like the history is painful. Like, it's the history that's creating the pain and the trauma and the insecurities, and then guess what? What do you do with history? Nothing. You can't do anything. It's back there. You don't get to go back and change it. It just is what it is. So it's about accepting it, and then creating a different perspective on what it was that you experienced in your life. Oh, he just left. I'm just gonna go pick up my son. Okay, so next question. Oh, what were the reasons that inspired you to spend more time in Adelaide? Was your son at the forefront of your decision? Yes, he was. Look, I love LA. I think it's great. I think there's a wonderful pocket of incredibly mindful, spiritual, awesome folk who are really committed to being the change and creating a conscious environment in which we can all be our best selves. But LA also has the other side to it, which is it's an industry town. It's the entertainment industry. There's everywhere you drive, there's reminders of fame, materialism. There's movie posters on every corner. There's homeless people all over the street. It can be a really sad place. And sometimes Los Angeles can feel energetically like I'm in a city where there are a lot of broken dreams, because most people come to LA to become something, to be something, to have some sort of career, a lot of the time in the entertainment industry. And, you know, there's less than 1% of people who are actually able to do that. So even just going to the restaurant and seeing like the broken spirit of the waitress who's bringing your dinner and may recognize you and be like, oh, I really wish that I was doing what you were doing. It really hurts my spirit. There's just a side to the city that's, it can be sad. But then on the flip side, again, it's creative. It's like this beautiful world of creativity and inspiration. There's all these great pockets where you can be a seeker and you can learn stuff. However, Australia, and in particular Adelaide, could not be further from Los Angeles. I mean, it feels to me like a really, and not in the negative way that people sometimes use this word, but in the positive way, it feels simple to me. It feels calm, feels straightforward. It feels recharging. And you're just in nature there, especially the house that I bought's in the Adelaide Hills. And I grew up in Adelaide, and I was out in the backyard, I was playing, I was going to school and doing swimming carnivals and sports days, and, you know, going and visiting my family and seeing my grandma. And I want that for my son. I really want that for him. And I want him to be in an environment where he's not constantly exposed to so many people who focus on the material and on the physical and this lifestyle of Hollywood. I want him to be out of Hollywood. I want him to have a new experience, because he will have this experience. It is inevitable. I'm an actor. His dad is an actor. Isaac's mum's an actor and a director. Isaac's stepdad is a writer. It's like we're all involved in it. So no matter what, it's going to be in the forefront of our lives. But if we can provide an environment which you actually don't have access to it at all, and you just see how regular people live, then that's really awesome. And I think it gives you roots and it grounds you. And I'm so thankful I didn't become an actor before I was 17. I had such a normal upbringing, and I really want that. I don't want my kids to, like, we get followed by paparazzi here. We walk around, my kids are like, you know, going like this to the paparazzi. You're like, hey. It's just abnormal. I don't want my children in that sort of environment. And I think if we can create a balance and have that stable Adelaide life there, then that's going to be great. And my plan is to find a school in Adelaide that is open to the idea of my son being able to be in school in Adelaide, but then also have a school here in Adelaide that he can go between, in Los Angeles, that he can go between. And I think it could be interesting to have this global education. And you know, I'm excited about the future, and it was just my heart singing that I needed that. And I really I wanted to be able to have a retreat to go to. And so that's why I decided to be in Adelaide. Okay, what? My phone just dropped. Okay, bye.